Hi guys. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna have to talk a little bit quiet because Aiden just went down for his nap and I don't want him to wake up. So today I'm gonna be talking a little bit about building your story and why sharing your story is so very important on social media. One of the quotes that I love that one of our upline coaches, Katerina Passarelli, if you guys aren't in Team Movement yet, she is the one who runs Team Movement. We do all fall within her downline. She always says that facts sell or facts tell and stories sell. So you can post what is Shakeology, what program you're doing, what the cost is of a challenge pack all day long, and people will ignore you. But if you tell a story about how it has changed your life, what it's done for you, what the coaching opportunity has done for you financially, that is what is going to sell people. And you are selling yourself. You are not necessarily selling Beachbody as a company, because anyone can Google Beachbody and buy off the internet, but they choose to go through coaches because we are the reason that they are becoming successful, because they can trust on us helping keep them accountable. So the big things that I wanted to touch on today, I am going to post a PowerPoint too. If you read in the post, Katerina spoke on our team call back in April, and it was really good. She has a fantastic PowerPoint put together that I think really touches on a lot of the important parts of sharing your story. So I will post that in the file section as well as soon as I get off of here. So the biggest thing is that you want to be relatable to your audience, and people are going to be looking for someone who is like them and like-minded. And if they are seeing, let's face it, there are several Beachbody coaches out there that your friends on your friends list probably have a lot of different coaches within just their Facebook group of friends. So what you need to do is be that person that is the most relatable to them. And the biggest way of doing this is kind of sitting down and picking your avatar, your customer avatar. So this is actually going to be your first assignment, is creating who your avatar is. What I mean by this is, who were you before coaching? Were you a mom? Were you someone who struggled with emotional eating? Were you someone who is, really involved with animals? Were you someone who loves to travel? Think of like who you are as a person, because you are trying to attract people who are like you, because it's a lot more fun to be on this journey with people who are similar to you. So that is why I want you guys to sit down and think, okay, who am I going to try and get on my team? Or who would I like to have in a challenge group that I can interact with on a daily basis? Because if you're interacting with people that are not very much like you, it makes it not quite as much fun, honestly. And people really, when they connect with you on a deeper level, they tend to get more results because they're more comfortable talking with you on a daily basis when you're doing those one-on-one conversations. So back to kind of the story piece of it. A lot of times I hear people say like, oh, but I don't have a story, I was already in shape, or I haven't really had financial success yet, or blah, blah, blah. Everyone has a story. You just have to pick out exactly what is specific to you, because my story is different from Jill's story, is different from Giselle's story, is different from Vanessa's or Rachel's. We all have a different story. So sit down and think, is there a fitness program specifically that has changed your life? Were there some of the supplements that have changed the way that you exercise? Was it the community of coaches that made you join? Is that why you decided to coach? Is it because you wanted to have that family-like bond? Was it the actual coaching opportunity that you needed some financial help? Was it Shakeology? Were you having, struggles with your gut health and you needed that daily dose of dense nutrition? So the big thing is, don't be afraid to share your struggles, because your struggles are what make you the most relatable person. And because no one relates to someone who doesn't have any struggles at all. So that's why you need to be just be very candid. And the more and more I like the longer I've been a coach, the more I realize that those posts that people really connect with are the ones where I get very emotional and very open about the things that I have struggled with. I personally have struggled with postpartum depression and anxiety. So, and honestly, our community of coaches is what got me through that. The daily exercise and endorphin release, obviously, I mean, that will help anyone in that kind of a situation. But it was really those close friends that I was able to talk to on a daily basis that got me through that. So that's something that I've shared on my social media. That's part of my story. Everyone encounters roadblocks and struggles. And what you need to share in your post is you lead with the before. Talk about where you were before the coaching opportunity, or where you were before you started this fitness program, or whatever that may be. Talk to your before. Those are your avatar. The people who are what you were before, those are the type of people you want to look for. Share your daily struggles then in the next section of the post. Who were you before? Share your struggles, and then explain how you made a change and what you did to make a change that helped get over that struggle, and then paint a picture of how you got it done. I did this with, my fitness program, or I did this with my coaching community, or I did this with my challenge group, whatever that may be. There should be a who, what, when, where, why, how. Just like every story when we were kids, when you were going through those basic English classes, that's how you tell a story, is you touch on all of those things within your posts. And I'm not talking about writing a novel every single time you share a little bit of your story. You should really try to breadcrumb pieces here and there and keep people interested. So if you write a post that literally is going to take someone 10 minutes to read, those aren't as likely to get as much traction on social media. I do a longer post every once in a while, but usually I just try to breadcrumb pieces of my story. And that way people will see, oh, that I do relate to that. I've struggled with anxiety. That's interesting that you talked about this. And then people start following you. It's not necessarily like one post that's going to get someone to straight up message you right away. It might be one post that draws them in, but it could be 10 posts and a conversation with you that's really going to get them to engage. So obviously speak to your avatar. That's one thing that I said before. Sorry, I have the PowerPoint up here as well. I'm trying to make sure I don't forget anything. Okay. So first of all, I want to I kind of just went through like how to write your story and how to actually like put everything into what order and how to share it. There are some examples within this PowerPoint as well that you can take a look at. So if you guys want to kind of write up an example post and post it in the comments as well, we would be happy to take a look at it and say like, this is really good. This might be a little bit, too much detail, sounds like you're trying to sell something, things like that. So you never want people to think that you're just trying to get on sharing your why just so you can sell them something. This should be from the heart, and it should be from the point that you really want to actually help someone succeed, whether that be with fitness, nutrition, financially, whatever that may be. So one way that you can start, always try and start with like a sentence at the very top that is eye-catching, that will get someone to keep reading. You can say something like, before I started my coaching journey, I would spend an hour every single day changing clothes because I didn't like the way anything fit me. Like that's so many people relate to that. Like how many of you have sat there going through your entire closet and you just feel like you look like crap and everything? Like that's super relatable. Or before I started my journey, I would go shopping and I would see myself in one of those mirrors in the fitting room, and I couldn't look at myself anymore, and all of those negative feelings started. And then I met my coaching community, and I was able to get over those negative thoughts. Like those are just little bits and pieces of tiny stories that you can share. Some story ideas. This is on one of the slides. Your fit family, paying small bills, like you're just starting as a new coach, maybe it is paying a small bill like, hey, guess what? I got my first paycheck and I was able to pay my cable bill this month. Like, how rock star is that? Or just by helping other people lose weight, I was able to fill up my tank of gas. Like, those are the small, relatable things that people are going to really be intrigued by. Like, people aren't necessarily intrigued by the people, yeah, sure, they're intrigued by the people who live their life by design and built these $1 million homes, but it doesn't seem as attainable to everyone. So it's those little small wins that you can really start to build your story. You can obviously share like paying big bills. Like I did one not that long ago where my coaching income this month, it was able to pay for every single one of our utility bills plus our mortgage. So obviously you can share those big wins too. You can share things like things you didn't know would come with coaching. Like you didn't know maybe that we do personal development on a daily basis to help work on you in addition to helping other people. Skills that you've learned. Maybe it's, how to improve your mindset. Maybe it's meditation. It could be a social media thing. And also you can share things like the events that we go to, like Summit. If you guys have not signed up for Summit for next year, you need to go. I have been to 2 summits now in my 2.5 years of coaching, and every single year I come out of there so jazzed up, and you learn so much, and you get to meet so many amazing people. You get to work out with the trainers. Like, how freaking cool is that? So you guys need to be at Summit. The free trips, like I'm going to Riviera Maya this April. I think it's in April, it might be in March, for completely free. So those are things that, like, obviously you guys are brand new. Those things don't happen right away, but those trips are a real possibility for a lot of people. So for your homework, I have it posted in here. Create your avatar and then create 2 lists that I want you to do. One of those lists is, how has one of our fitness programs changed your life in any way? Seriously, Jill, Summit is life. How has a fitness program changed your life, and how has coaching in any way changed your life? And I know you guys are brand new, but it could just be like, coaching has changed my life because of the community and all these people that I've met, and whatever that may be. If you need help, feel free to comment below. Obviously, we'll help answer any questions. Every little bit of your story can be shared as a breadcrumb. Again, don't do the giant posts, breadcrumb it, and then pick a day of the week to share your story every week, because that is something that can be underutilized, I feel like, and someone will only do it like once a month and no one sees it, because only like 10% of your friends see all of your social media posts. So if you only post it once a month or however often, no one's going to see that. So you need to share it more often. And I'm trying to make sure I don't forget anything. I think that was it. So if you guys have any questions, please let us know, but I look forward to seeing all of your stories, and we will help you guys out if you need any help with that again. So, all right. Have a great day, guys.